Northern Nigeria is shocked at what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing. Northern Nigeria they are flabbergasted at what the president is doing. They never believed that any Southerner would have the guts to put them on their toes. Look at what Tinubu is doing. He is sending a message to Northern Nigeria that you don't underrate Southern presidency like they did with Jonathan. And they also colonized an Obasanjo because they brought him out of prison. And they will strike a deal with you and want to control you as a Southern president. Look at what happened to Jonathan. Jonathan, they said he has spent 6 years, he will never continue, and they stopped him. So Tinubu is coming to show them that we Southerners, we are not pushovers. So Northern Nigeria, they are shocked. Wow. We never knew that a Southern person can hold on to power and colonize everybody. He left for vacation. He came back, and 4 governors in Southern Nigeria, 4 politicians, heavyweight politicians, will be joining the APC. One of them has joined, Governor of Delta State. Former governor and deputy to Atiku at the last presidential election, Okowa, APC. Fubara, APC. Peter Mba, APC. Akwa Ibom State, and many others. So the person building a coalition now, I think, is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's the one building, colonizing. I don't support what he's doing totally, but I look at it from this angle, that he's trying to build the structure, unite Southern Nigeria for next election. He wants Southern Nigeria to be colonized. His usual way of playing politics. Well, this is not the intention of the people, but he is using his powers to make sure that he whip everybody into line in Southern Nigeria. Look at Fubara. We hear the reports that he went to London or wherever he went to meet the president about joining APC. Look at Okowa of all people. Wow. What is happening? President Tinubu is showing the North politics 101. He's dealing with them front, left, right, back, center, whatever side you are going to call it. But the unfortunate thing here is that the people might not be in tune with what Tinubu is doing. But that's the structure, that's the system that we all have subscribed to. Northern Nigeria now, for them to talk about all these things happening on social media, governors, they're even tired. They don't know where they are going to start from. They don't know what is even happening. It is like they are amazed. They are carried. They can't just help it. They are helpless. Northern Nigeria is helpless. Now, the only thing the president can do is that I'm interested in dealing with this Northern grip on power. I'm very much interested in that. If Tinubu finish dealing with the Northerners, any other Southern president that come will still believe that Southerners can determine their future in this contraption or in this mere geographical expression. Tinubu is setting the pace, although his own kind of setting of pace is funny. Because in a system where the Ojoro is allowed, people use Ojoro to score points. So whatever he's doing is unconventional. Because I don't believe that the people that are joining APC are joining because they have the people's mandate. But in Nigeria, what works? It is structure that works. Structure of criminality. INEC is not representative of the people. INEC is always aligning with the highest bidder. That's what INEC does. So INEC as a body, whatever decision it takes, it does not take it in favor of the people. It takes in favor of the highest bidder. So it's better for a politician to align with INEC. A governor of a state will use his power to push votes to another side. Like what Wike did at the last election in River State. Labour Party actually won, but he used his political might and whatever and stole the mandate from the people. So the kind of politics Tinubu is playing is that he's going to use these structures that can steal the mandate, that can force that can take the mandate from the people by force. So he's focused on those structures, such as governors, political juggernaut, people who control. You know, one thing about structure in Nigeria is, okay, if you have a structure is a politician. He has people in his wards and constituency that register under a party. Every month, they come and share rice and ashwebi. Every month, they come and do empowerment. That is structure. It is the small things they give their people that makes them structure. It is not by ideology or really by using their brain to count what these guys are gaining, are collecting from the federal government, and what they are using the monies to do as development. How it's going to better their lives. The structure is, I have 100 people in my locality that are loyal to me. I'm giving 100 naira every month. And that 100 naira is used to buy their conscience now. That's the structure in Nigeria. So what Tinubu is targeting in southern Nigeria is to create, to mop up these structures from himself. Then, however, by force, every Dick and Harry in southern Nigeria will be aligning with the APC. Before you know it, like I said, look at all the powerful states in the south is going to the APC. River State is going to APC. Delta State, all this one, then get votes die, is going to the APC. Akwa Ibom, River State, Delta, Akwa Ibom, then get money, is going to the APC. Especially that River State, is going to the APC. Fubara seems to, Fubara don't bow. Fubara don't bow. Tinubu don't show them, say, me, in this evil game, evil system, I'm a master at it. We have said, if we don't change the system, this is what we are going to be seeing every other time. I'm telling you, the Northerners are the ones that even started all this kind of rubbish, corrupt system. It favored them in the past. And Tinubu is using this corrupt system to fight back and also pay them in their own coin. So it's not about Muslim ticket. It's about understanding how to use power to get things for yourself. So Tinubu is setting a precedent, although which is not a good one. Under president that will come in, will always and almost look at the blueprint and template of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And I like it because it is going to destroy Nigeria faster. This template we are doing, you want to colonize, you muzzle people. If you don't enter APC, we'll be threatening you with message and everything. We'll send people to you. If you don't enter APC, if you don't enter our party, you will use INEC against you. Second term, you will not see second term. You will not have influence. We will look for another person in your area and empower that person. You know that we have INEC. You know that we have police. You know that we have judiciary, everything. So that template of threatening people with the state resources because you want to achieve some personal gain to yourself. That is the reality. And that is what is happening today. It's very unfortunate that Tinubu is setting this precedent. But however, the North is being taught a lesson because they are the ones that play this kind of politics. And this kind of politics is something that will eventually consume them at the end of the day. At the end of the day. I laugh. Atiku and the coalition. We are thinking that there's going to be a coalition from northern Nigeria. But Tinubu is busy building a coalition from southern Nigeria that will rival that of the north. However, through the back door, this guy is trying to mop up everybody together to support his ambition. I told you, Tinubu is not interested in good governance. It is interest. He's interested in power, and power he must complete 8 years, whether you like it or not. If you like, go and jump into Lagoon. He will do all he can to make sure, if it's to sell Nigeria for him to complete 8 years, he can sell Nigeria. You can see the desperation. You can see how this guy is handling power. You can see what he's doing. There's no democracy. We are not running this one is not democracy now. This is not an egalitarian society now. This is like a monarchic, oligarchy system of government that Tinubu is running. And the greatest beneficiaries are the Yorubas, the Southwest. You see, the Yorubas are enjoying now because Tinubu is playing that game. We know that Southeast, they are lagging behind because the politicians in that area, they are mostly fools and stupid people that are in the Southeast that cannot come together and have a strong voice and face persecution and stand on their ground. We have such politicians in the Southeast. Most of them are being picked by the Fulanis. That one is their problem. But as we speak now, Jonathan will be learning how to be able to stand his ground any point in time, not chicken out like the way he chicken out when Tinubu and Buhari with Erufai threaten him. Commander-in-Chief of the armed forces, they threaten you, you are chickening out. Lily livered. So Tinubu is setting a precedent that is going to shock. See, this precedent Tinubu is setting, man, some people would not recover from it. It's a bad precedent. Why I'm happy is because this legacy Tinubu is leaving down is going to destroy Nigeria. Whether they like it or not, somebody else come, he does the same thing. Other people no agree. You no agree. 8 years. You do me, I do you. Do me, I do you will lead to separation. I'm telling you. Do me, I do you. The North is waiting patiently. I have said it. Allow Tinubu continue this 8 years of a thing. Because it is not because I supported Tinubu. It's because the system on ground. When you look at the system on ground, if you're able to break that system, we can now come and say, yes, the people can decide who is going to be their leader. For instance now, the people are the ones that are on their own. The masses are on their own now. Nobody's on their side. The so-called governors, local government chairmen, councillors, and whoever, those leaders that are in government, it is very clear, very, very clear that they are there of their own interest, not the interest of the people. You see some people, a local government chairman, you go do empowerment. You know, if a local government chairman is doing empowerment, he go come call some people for an area. They will go one school. They will buy some rice. They will share rice for some certain people, selected people in that area, whether they are APC or Adugbo or whatever. The structure, they will do it like 2 or 3 times, and they will take picture 20 times. One event, they will take 20 pictures and they will post it in billboard and say that they are empowering the masses. Whenever they are giving their keke maura, their bike or their generator, they are giving it to the same set of people, set of structure, and they say they are empowering the masses. My brother, it is a structure of criminality that is raising its ugly head, and we are all seated here, we are watching as things are unfolding. Nigerians, it is not a good time to be a Nigerian at this point, because the elite don't seize everything. The elite don't make sure, say they muzzle you, they hold you down. You can see as I'm doing, there's no light. There's no light though. That is Nigeria. The president said, shipping a solar they use. I feel afford solar. Can I afford solar to do what I'm doing? Even the phone I'm with now, I don't have generator. So we masses are the ones that are going to suffer it at the end of the day. It go clear for your eyes. I've told you, as a Nigerian, find a way of being convinced that you are going to stand on the path of truth and you are going to die for it, irrespective of what any other person thinks. Because an average Nigerian does not know where he's going. You can be swayed with money or any other thing until we get to that point before we can talk about real change. But when we have people, even leaders, you see, you are shocked that all of a sudden an Okowa, who was vice presidential candidate of PDP last 2 years, is joining the APC, a party he contested against, and they said all sorts of things against. Are you not shocked? Even the Atiku and Co, if they have opportunity, they might even join, because these leaders are compromised. They are not fighting for you and my interest. It is their own personal interest they are fighting for. They have never fought for you and my interest. Never. And it's very, very unfortunate that this thing is happening at this point in time. And there's another angle to this thing that Tinubu is doing. You know, the FBI records will be sent on the 2nd of May, according to what we understand, or the reports we have gotten. FBI records will be sent on the 2nd of May about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We are waiting and sitting down and looking at how it's going to pan up. The question people are asking is that even though, maybe, okay, some people are saying that Tinubu is trying to use this governor, that these governors were supposed to decamp September. That's been prepared that they are going to decamp September. No wonder you see them praising Governor Tinubu, praising. He came back and he's trying to make sure that this topic, we discuss it. Let them decamp now. Yes, Delta State Governor, oh yeah, you need to decamp now. Okowa, Dikam, Fubara, you are next. So it will, like, the conversation about the FBI records will not really be something that we'll be talking about. I believe so. Let's see. But even when this thing is released, we will talk about them, my brother. We'll talk about it. However they are going to suppress anything, we'll talk about it. It is a news report. We have to talk about it. Of course. But what I see is that Tinubu is showing the Northern as shege. Tinubu is really showing this guy shege. And I don't pity them, because the Fulani man will revenge at the end of the day. But the only thing Tinubu can do is that this one is following this trajectory. If his health fails him, he should be able to restructure Nigeria, because if your health fails you and you're out of power, or health fails you, this Fulani will be able to muzzle themselves together and make sure they destroy some of the things you have built for yourself. So the only thing now that is like acceptable now is that Nigeria should be restructured. Regionalism or resource control. Then every other person will pick it from there. If you are able to muzzle this National Assembly to amend the constitution, to pass a law that we restructure, we have resource control every state, we'll take it from there. So if any Fulani person is going to enter as president or who is trying to reverse that, from restructuring, we don't enter regionalism. From regionalism, it's easier. When the constitution is amended, it's easier. I know the Northerners will fight, the Fulani not. But I love what the president is doing. He's trying to make sure that middle belt is separated from these guys. And these guys are standing alone, are walking alone. Wow. Well, this is something. But the lessons we are learning here is that Nigeria is going nowhere. Tinubu is playing by the corrupt systematically. He's playing by the corrupt rules, by the corrupt system. He's not bringing change. He's not fighting corruption. He's not bringing justice, equity to people. He's just about interest. And he's trying to be a local champion for southern Nigeria to be able to take power and punish the north. There's nothing he's really doing like for the masses. Let's tell ourselves the truth. There's nothing he's doing for the masses. I have to stop now because of the there's no light. We'll be right back for another broadcast.